we have our own agency to describe our own lives and our own narratives in a way that I think is even more powerful than having to convince people that our stories have value. Making this film, there is a way to find grounding and finding lessons in the adversity I've lived through. The way that the family in Caracol Cruzando crosses is very similar to my own.
Passport.
This is a story about a little girl who is immigrating from Costa Rica to the United States, and she has to decide if she's going to bring her best friend, her pet turtle, with her.
Nos regresamos porque estaba pasando un tiempo duro, Pamela. Nos vinimos separadas porque no sabe si lo van a dejar entrar o no. Porque ella no tenía dificultad de entrar porque ella es americana, pero yo no. Yo era turista.
Especialmente cuando se sienten con miedo.
It was a huge healing curve for me. I had to deal with my past, the source of a lot of anxiety, but how do I move on from that? Let's take this pain and turn it into something beautiful. The decision to write this story was to sort of highlight the immigration narrative through the lens of a little kid.
Seiba, ¿crees que Tico va a estar bien cruzando la frontera conmigo?
When is a serious moment? Think about that, and then say your line and action.
Creating these characters, I feel like I sort of live in that world in my head where I'm just making characters in that way. It's been a really awesome sort of discovery in creating animation. I was very comfortable with being the illustrator. I was eventually comfortable with being the writer, and then the directing part was hard for me.
You know, like you're about to embark on this like really tough thing. So yeah, you're having like a moment, basically.
I hadn't done anything of this magnitude before. That evolution has been sort of the biggest with the biggest reward. It's important to have representation of women of color, filmmakers and artists, because we're underrepresented, and for me it was really important and integral to have that as a part of who was creating this film.
Hola Caracol, ya es hora de despedirnos. Nosotros estamos en todas partes. Siempre te acompañaremos.
Yo pienso que la parte de la vida de uno es ver a sus hijos felices y que crezcan como seres humanos, que les importe no solo ellos mismos, sino la gente que les rodea también.
Yo tengo mucho orgullo con lo que usted ha hecho por mí. I'm proud of it, you know, and I'm proud that you're my mom. Y aunque fue difícil las cosas que pasamos, no lo cambiaría para nada. Y aquí estamos las dos. The biggest theme for me is how do we not forget a part of ourselves? How do we take the things that we learned that were a part of that part in our lives and transfer them into our lives today? Remembering where I'm from, where my ancestors are from, it's important to ground me.
Tienes que ser valiente aunque tengas mucho miedo.